Yeah,
My girl completely reorganized my phone. Babe, who do you think you are? Whoa.
oh, sending data on both. Okay, okay. I see an eye on YouTube. Hey, hey. I see Periscope online. I see hey, hey. Okay,
Oh, okay.
okay.
We lit.
And we are back with another episode of Nothing But Facts.
And Twitter's
Season
working.
2, Episode 3. I'm Chloe Rogers, grandson of Steve Rogers, son of Aaron Rodgers. And I'm here with the bestest co-host, the birthday boy, Mr. Trill Bill.
Yo, happy birthday,
And
bro.
in front of us is the 5-time world heavyweight champion of the world, Mr. Imano from the Imano Talk
Yo,
podcast.
I'm about to hit a spinneroonie.
Bro, show them your
like
belt.
that.
Your belt's right behind you, man. You got to pull it out. Oh, shit.
He's a real champ. Stop playing. You hear that?
5 times.
That's real.
That's the
Five
stuff
times.
That's a real belt, man. Y'all got that plastic bullshit.
Oh, fuck.
that.
So, yeah, this episode was going to start off with Barkley versus Draymond, but
That
that's
was
not going to
canceled.
happen. Everything was canceled and suspended. No March Madness.
Wrong.
No NBA.
Wrong.
No baseball. No soccer. No hockey.
Nah,
No golf.
Well,
There's
you
no
said-
PGA Tour.
I gotta correct you though. You said everything is canceled.
Bruh.
You know it's not canceled though.
Let 'em know.
WrestleMania, because Vince don't care.
WrestleMania.
Vince like, bro, you guys gonna die for this.
Vince has fought God before and he's fighting God again.
Bro, he don't.
He doesn't care. He's Vince McMahon. He's
No,
like,
wait,
what?
who did he fight? And their partner was God. Who?
Shawn Michaels.
Oh,
it was
Jesus.
Shane. It was Shane and Vince, and
Bruh,
they
you-
fought
you don't
Shawn
watch- you don't watch
Michaels
that
and
pay-per-view.
God.
Bro, Willie, this
He had
pay-per-view, they introduced
Backlash
God.
2006.
Bro, they
Backlash
show the light.
2006.
They show the light. The light's
A
just going down.
spotlight.
The light's just going down the ramp.
And then Vince McMahon goes, "No, this isn't even a great entrance, right? Better yet, Vince goes, get funky with it, God." And he plays some funk music, and Vince McMahon starts like dancing all in the ring and everything. Like God is like a funk.
The whole time the match is going, you know where the partners be standing? They just got a beam of light right there.
Yep. Just on the ring. Vince McMahon
Vince a
and
genius.
Shane McMahon versus Shawn Michaels and
Vince a
God.
genius. But yeah, coronavirus. Bro, first of all, there's no basketball. What do you guys feel? No basketball for at least 30 days.
No,
I'm heartbroken.
I got one comment to make about WrestleMania.
What?
All right, so I got to quote a friend. My friend said, the only thing that could stop WrestleMania or Vince McMahon in general is Chris Benoit.
Oh,
The son gonna come and headbutt his ass. He
David
gonna challenge him
Benoit.
for a match.
David Benoit is technically, from what reports have said, that David Benoit is not allowed like backstage at WWE events. So right, when
They
I
don't
first
want
brought this up
anything
to
to do with
Colo's
that man.
attention, when I brought this up to his attention for the first time, he was like, "Yo, he's gonna give Vince the virus and he's gonna headbutt Shane until he gets it."
Most definitely.
Yo, boy looks like he's straight out of Resident Evil with it.
honestly, the fact that he was the oldest one. I guess he just
Well, he was from Chris Benoit's first marriage.
okay.
Look,
Okay.
it's a spitting image of him.
Yeah, have you seen a
Spitting
photo of him?
image.
Oh, I have, and he wants to wear his ring attire. Have
Everything.
The same
He
music,
wants
all
to.
that
He
wild
wants
The
to have his
music.
ring name as Chris Benoit Jr.
The
Where
music.
where the actual ring gear his father wore
He gonna
used his
headbutt.
same song and
He's
everything.
gonna do the suplexes.
He's gonna be a crossface crippler.
Crippler,
Bruh, all
Crossface,
that.
the Rabid Wolverine.
He said crossface crippler like it was a scary movie.
Exactly. That's
Yo.
what it is.
It's wild. That was a wild time. Only thing that could stop Vince McMahon though, and we don't have to worry about that. So WrestleMania, I'll be out there, hazmat suit and all.
Coronavirus, honestly, bruh. I've been sitting here the past 2 days. I've been at work. I work
I got
2:30
my
to
rock.
11.
It's like Vicks. Just smell it. Anytime someone sneezes or cough around me, I'm smelling this shit. You guys ain't getting me.
Yo, you're addicted.
Bro, you're not getting me.
It's
I'm not
really
getting
crack.
sick.
It's really a crack rock. Me and
Bruh,
Trill
I'm not,
know.
I'm not getting sick with this.
Trill, what's in
bullshit.
there?
I don't got time for
That
it. My
shit
immune
crack
system
cocaine.
strong.
Pure.
See, like I'm
Uncut.
not scared of the coronavirus. It's the fact that I just don't want to deal with everything that comes with it. Because I know I'll beat that shit.
Well, let's be real,
Michael
right?
Jordan, Game 6.
There-
You feel me?
If I'm not mistaken, this is there was like 2,200 cases, and that 49 people have died. That's like 4%.
Yeah. It's free throw percentage is awful. Like 3-point percentage, all that shit.
Yeah, you got a
Yeah.
better chance of Shaq hitting a free throw.
Yeah. This shit it's not fucking with me. I don't got time for it, honestly.
You got a better chance of James Harden shooting over 60% for a season.
I can't win my fantasy basketball title anymore. Every single fucking player just says postpone. It's like, bro, I was supposed to be the number 1 seed. Christian Wood, Pascal, Jason Tatum, Kyle Lowry.
Yo,
Who else is on my team? I don't know, but I'm so sad because I was gonna win
He
that
said
shit.
he don't know who else is on his team.
Willie, you know I had
But
killers.
if the season, trust me, if coronavirus was not around, Chloe will be able to name his entire team without even having to touch his phone.
Bruh,
That
I'm gonna
just
touch my
lets you
phone.
know that it's just
Bruh,
like, yo,
Imano, listen to this team. I'm 14-5. Cheese is 14-5. He's gonna lose to Azim.
Cheese always loses.
And I would have beat, and I was gonna beat Shot. I'm up 655 to 438 before I got suspended. I traded Giannis for Luka. I have Devin Booker, Otto Porter Jr., Jason Tatum,
Ooh.
Christian Wood. Cheese, respect his name. Everyone respect his name. 22-10 since they traded Drummond.
let him know.
You want me? Let me rattle off some of his games. I can't because they fucking took off all the stats. Cause it's fucking bruh, no stats here. I'm so depressed.
No, you gotta show them to the camera.
I'm
right
depressed. There's no stats.
There.
You
Just
can't
pull the
see it.
shot.
There's no stats. I'm sorry. Shout out to Shot. Terrence Ross, Pascal Siakam, Bogan Bogdanovic, Chris Paul, Will Barton, Kyle Lowry, Dwight Howard, Nikolai Vucevic, and I dropped Ben Simmons because he wants to have nerve issues in his back, so I picked up his backup, Milton. Don't sleep.
I honestly was just
Your
like,
team fired too.
forget
Trey,
my team.
Beal?
Everything was going great, but I would just remember sitting here on like, what was it, Wednesday or Tuesday, and I was just sitting in a group chat every day, usual shit, and I'm just like, yo, it really does seem like every time I refresh my feed, it's some bad shit, and then literally,
Bro, we were talking about it since before it got suspended, before the OKC game. There was literally something happening every 10 minutes.
Within 1 hour, right? This is what happened. Within 1 hour,
rattle it off.
You had the OKC. What was it? OKC and Dallas, right?
Jazz.
Or in the
They were
Jazz,
about to play.
right?
They were literally about to tip off, and the
They
fucking medical
evacuated
staff
the
guy,
game.
he hit a 4 flat. He beat John Ross's 40 time, told the refs, yo, this man got the die slow, get off the court.
Yep.
And Rudy Gobert
Evacuated
wasn't even
20,000
there.
people. 20,000 people evacuated, right?
Bang.
Rudy Gobert then tests positive for coronavirus.
And
Trump
Moutier.
and wait, no, Moutier didn't.
Nah.
Yeah,
Donovan Mitchell.
He tested. Moutier tested.
He got tested, but he
He
didn't
was
test
Oh, right,
negative.
it was-
No,
it
they
was a-
said he was negative.
Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
he
It was
was
Donovan Mitchell who
Oh.
tested positive.
Yeah, I know Donovan Mitchell tested positive, but Moutier got tested as well.
Yeah, he was
You
the
didn't see
other
the
player.
you
that
didn't
got
see the
pulled.
video of Mitchell, a fan wanted to touch the ball right there at courtside. He's like, "Nah, you can't touch it. You might have the virus."
No, they tripping.
Little did he know.
They tripping. I would have gotten right out of the fucking arena. Like, all right, like like in all honesty, it just sounds like a crazy cold, but like still at the end of the day, like I can't even afford to miss work.
I said it to Willie. It's all the flu. He said it's all the flus, and I said it's all the flus on crack. All of them.
Honestly.
They all combine. Like
Bro,
Thanos. They got all the
no.
Infinity Stones.
I don't even believe that. I don't even think this shit is what it is. But that's a whole other
It's not.
subject.
But to the old people, this shit, the Black Plague.
Oh yeah, to them, they're
Yo,
clearing out.
they gotta
Their
stay
immune
inside.
system is getting.
Bruh, a lady gave away her
kicked.
shift. She said, I am 65. I shouldn't be outside mingling with people. I was like, I 100% understand. Please stay inside. Please, for the love of God, stay inside.
Give me
miss.
your money.
I'm not even going to work your shifts. I got a bruh, I went to the chiropractor, best thing in the world. They cracked my neck.
Hmm.
I had my eyes closed after they cracked it. I was like, am I still here? I looked up. I was still here. I was like, lit. But
Next
that
thing
was
you
the
know,
best
they
shit in the world.
injected you with coronavirus. That's
Aw,
what happens
fuck.
at the chiropractor.
Nah, I'm good. I'm
Oh,
good. I'm fucking
shit,
Captain
the
America. I'm vibing.
chiropractor.
Yo, but for real though, listen, right? 1 hour,
Mhm.
the game's suspended.
Yeah.
Trump then announces that there's no traveling from Europe at all, bans it. Then Rudy Gobert comes out positive, and then they go, the NBA season is done. That's it. Like Adam Silver within 45 minutes was like, yep, fuck this, we're out, we're out.
You gotta throw my dog Tom Hanks up in there.
Oh, and Tom Hanks.
Tom
Yeah, and Tom
Woody.
Hanks. We can't even forget that.
My name's Forrest.
Because I remember
Forrest
reading
Gump.
that, and then I seen the picture of Tom Hanks and his wife. They look sickly.
Bro, I sent it to him. They
Like-
look sick.
Like
I hope they're good, but like they just the picture they posted, it was like, bro, you can tell they got it.
there's no color in their face.
Their
Yo,
eyes
honestly,
are just
well,
so
Tom
tired.
Hanks has looked. He's always looked like, or at least since the Da Vinci Code, he looks like he hasn't slept since the Da Vinci Code. It looks like he's still trying to solve the Da Vinci Code.
I
Also,
didn't
with
know
them,
Tom
you,
Hanks was diabetic.
I
Like,
didn't-
I
bro,
didn't know that
he
either.
gonna fuck around and die.
you ever watch a movie by him called The Bridge of Spies?
Yeah,
That shit was fire.
classic.
That was fire.
Wilson.
Classic. Well, that's Castaway.
Forrest Gump.
Wilson.
Forrest Gump.
Yo,
This is a goat.
Woody.
Preserve Tom Hanks.
Bruh.
I'm saying, bro. Just
They said if LeBron gets it, every
He ain't gonna get
NBA
it.
stand is going to find a cure together.
LeBron would literally swat the coronavirus. Like he would literally see the cells, and he would just like
That
on
shit,
the back
no,
of his
it,
head,
it
he would
wouldn't even
smack
it wouldn't
against
even
the
try
backboard.
LeBron. It'll be in the air and it's like, nope, that's LeBron James. Let me go this way.
Yeah.
He gonna beat my ass.
He's already losing his hairline.
As
It's
soon
all
as I
good.
try
He
to
can have
enter,
everything
bro,
else.
as soon as they try to enter the body, bro, there's just guards right there,
not even, bro.
just cell guards right there, ready to beat their ass.
They know if they infect LeBron James, a cure is found tomorrow.
Most definitely.
There's no games.
Well, I don't know if you
NBA
saw
shut
on
down.
the news today, people were complaining about like celebs and like sports figures getting tested immediately, and that people are going to these clinics and they don't even have the chance.
Bro,
to
at
get
the
the
end of
Exactly.
the day, it's money. Magic Johnson.
Yo, that boy doesn't
All
even
this.
have AIDS no more. They can't even find. They say he still has it, but they can't even find it in his system.
That
just
boy
be lying.
vibing.
They just don't want to
he's
say he's
vibing.
cured. They don't want to use the word cured.
Duh, because then they'll be like, wait, so there's a cure? Blah, 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 this and that, bro. You know how many people have died? Bro, it's money. Come on. There's a reason all these celebrities are getting tested. There's a reason that I saw some tweet about something like some place had gotten like 47 tests in like a day, like a week or something like that. And all 58 basketball players, staff, and everything for that Utah game against OKC got tested that night. Boom.
Yeah.
It's like, come on, it's money at the end of the day.
It's
It's the
wild.
NBA. They gonna protect their players. But it's just, Tim Legler said it. It's just crazy because it's like this virus. People might not take it serious, but it's so serious. It's kind of serious that like, bro, the NBA is so like protected. Like, bro, they got the medical staff. They're just always security, this and that. And like 2 players got it. That shit's crazy.
Bruh, for me, the entire whole thing was the fact that all those people could have got infected for the simple fact that Rudy Gobert said himself he wanted to play that night.
Yo, I feel so
Bro,
terrible for him in all honesty.
the
because
test
of that
results
shit with
didn't
him
come
touching the
back-
mics.
And then there was a game. They were interviewing Mitchell, and he just comes up and touches his head.
Oh my god.
Yo,
Yo,
he handed him the
and
shits.
bro, if the results didn't come back in, he was going to play that game.
yep.
And shit would have gone left. More left than now. They would have been like, oh yeah, the Jazz, they're done as a basketball team.
Rudy Gobert's out the out
You
the
guys are
NBA.
gone.
the
bruh.
Supersonics are back.
Donovan, you
Effective
going to Seattle.
immediately.
All you guys going to Seattle. Bowman, pack
Everybody
up.
who doesn't test positive, you're going
Mike
right to
Conley,
Seattle.
pack it up. You going to Seattle.
Honestly,
That's such a wild thing, man.
just looking at the next part of the coronavirus and what it's done to the NBA, like, bruh, you got players not getting paid. Like, I saw the article
Yeah, they're
earlier.
gonna take out like a portion of their salary if they, because you know there's been like I think they're gonna
Yeah.
miss like.
Well,
18,
they're
19
supposed to
games.
like get paid per game essentially,
Mm-hmm.
and then the Warriors
It sucks for,
are
like, the-
putting up $1 million to pay the arena workers.
It sucks for the players that like, you know, the low tier players that don't get paid like that. to be
Yeah, hell
honest. And
yeah.
Now they got bro, it's like a whole 19
Or those
games.
players that
means
took the
something to them.
veterans minimum.
Bruh, that means something to them, most definitely.
Bruh, Melo, like, shit, I don't need the money,
Yeah,
but
Melo
a
don't
game
need it.
check was nice. You
Yeah,
feel me?
but Melo, bruh, he's chilling. He's like,
Yeah.
oh shit.
he
okay.
probably has good investments, and then Lala's his wife. Lala got him.
But the contracts he's gotten, he's good off that New York contract for life.
Yeah.
He even said it. I think it was one of those All Star weekends that they were talking about trading him from the Knicks, and he was like, "I'm good. Like, if I retire right now, I'm good. Like, he's fine." There was a point in time he was like, he had the most money in the NBA, and he was getting paid the most as well.
Yeah.
Melo about his bread.
Legend.
About his bread.
Shout out to Melo.
But yeah, CP3 is the name that comes to mind when I think about all of this salary talk because, bruh,
I thought you were gonna say that's the name that comes to mind when it comes to coronavirus.
Ah, shit.
I ain't trying to put that in the air from a dog.
I know. I was about to say. I was like, what the hell? Like, where did this come from?
But with this whole salary thing, the fact that he was owed over $100 million for this year and the next 2 years.
From his Houston contract.
And I'm just
It's like
like,
40
yo,
mil, 41 mil. Some
it goes
crazy
38,
shit.
41, 44. And I'm just like, yo, Chris Paul actually has been playing up to standards. So
if he wasn't,
he deserves it, bruh.
if his contract wasn't like that, he would have been got shipped to like a contending team. But it's like, bro, no one wants, bro, 39 mil for someone
They
who's
can't afford that on
34,
a contending
35.
team.
Yeah,
Because they're probably already paying somebody else.
if it's
just
Chris
as
Paul,
much or
if
the
it's like a
same.
30-year-old, 28, 29 Chris Paul, yeah, hell yeah. But
Well, if you're
not at
talking
this
about
point.
someone like a Russell Westbrook or someone like that that's
Pretty
younger, that
much.
they could still have their prime
Yeah,
ahead
pretty
of them.
much
Like,
like
you know, Chris Paul's still solid, but
yeah,
you know,
he still go crazy those nights. But it's like, bro,
but he used to, you know, he used to have like seasons where it was like, yo, he's
Exactly.
actually doing
he's
that
still
every
doing
single
solid numbers
game.
too. I think he's the 6th fantasy point guard right now.
Yeah, like he's not. I'm not saying he's bad by any means. Like he's still a great point guard.
No. Chris
He-
Paul's one of the best. point
He's
guards
just
ever.
not
Yeah.
that same exceptional point guard that like he was like, you know, maybe like 4 or 5 years ago.
Oh, yeah, that's facts. I mean, age, things change,
Age
players
real.
get better.
LeBron even
lot of
lost somewhat of a
things.
step, and he's still dominant. But
Well,
he's
that's
not as
different with
fast.
LeBron though because he's like the greatest athletic specimen ever.
Yeah, that's
maybe
what I'm
next to
saying, but
Michael
it's just
Phelps
like,
in all
at
honesty.
the end of the day, time like Father Time's is undefeated.
Yeah.
That shit 1 million and 0.
But, bruh, moving on to
Zion.
yo,
Zion.
Yo, all right,
NBA
wait.
players.
Shout out Gamble on Ginter first and foremost. I'm gonna do this right. Shout out Gamble on
Pete.
Ginter. Shout out the Icon Network. Right. So I'm gonna take a page out of Pete's book here. Right. What's the over or under on the amount of weight Zion puts on during the suspension?
Fuck, I got 10 pounds.
I'm going 20 pounds. or
Damn, I was
more.
about to say that shit, so I'll go 15.
You're gonna go 15.
I'm
I was
just
gonna
like,
say
if it's-
15 at first, but I'm gonna go 20. I'm gonna be bold. I'm gonna say 20 pounds or more.
Imagine you come back 260. Like, oh fuck.
He's 240 right now. I thought he was like.
No,
Oh, no,
he's
no.
like, bro, he's like 280, bro. There's reports that he's like 300. That's what I'm saying.
We're
He
just
comes
saying
back
if
like
he comes-
That
260.
honestly, I don't know if I said it on the show one time before, but he's honestly like to an extent, like body wise, like he's almost like the new Charles Barkley with that sense. Like he's like
Bro,
a
he
big boy,
said
but
it.
that boy could ball.
That boy said it's Shaq and Dominique combined. Like they use polymerization from Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah, but honestly, he does have like a drop of LeBron in him because that explosiveness. Like Dominique kind of had that, but nah, like the way Zion,
He
like
got that Shaq in him, that bully. He just,
Yeah.
bro, he's just down low. And the thing with I love about Zion, he knows how big he is, and he knows how to maneuver his body and just use
Yo,
it to his
yeah.
advantage every single night.
that's like the greatest tool.
Because
For
you
a
see
basketball
some
player.
big guys, got a big ass body, and they're like, bro, what the fuck do I do?
Yeah.
I don't know what to do. I don't know how to move. I don't got that footwork or anything like that.
Yeah, that's one thing honestly that's so essential to a basketball game aside from like shooting and dribbling and all that is like you know who you are, how you can operate, and like you stick to your role properly. Like that's
Mhm.
what made like great. Like honestly, like I know they never won a ring, but like Stockton and Malone, like what made them such a great duo is that they
Bruh,
played their roles so well.
People disrespect Stockton, but there's a whole like 15-minute interviews with players from the 90s. They didn't want to play against John Stockton.
Yeah,
Like,
I would
he was
pro-
one of the toughest
honestly-
guys to play. Just a little 6-foot white guy just talking shit and going at you for fucking like 38, 40 minutes a game. And then you got Karl Malone right there, but that pick and roll is deadly. I don't think there's a better pick and roll.
Maybe Kobe and Shaq to an extent, but Kobe wasn't running the offense.
Yeah, I'm saying like a pick and bro. John Stockton
Yeah.
he got most assists, most steals for a reason. That boy
Hmm.
is fucking fire.
Hmm.
20 years. Bro, he would have multiple. I'm sorry. There's a lot of ran into Michael.
You know, it was a duo that honestly compared to them that was also underrated that also didn't win rings.
I know who you're gonna say.
Who,
Say it.
who do you think?
Steve Nash and Amari.
Yo, that's why
Yep.
you're my dog.
Bro, Steve Nash is one of my favorite players
Steve Nash
of
and
all time.
Amari Stoudemire.
Man,
Yo, when
they-
Steve Nash went back to back on MVPs, yo, don't tell me that Steve Nash was not one of the coldest motherfucking point guards ever to
100%.
play the game.
100%. There was a picture of like Karl Malone, Steve Nash, McGrady, and AI, and it was like which player gets if you give one player a ring, like what boosts their career. I feel like all 3 other players besides Steve Nash don't need a ring necessarily.
Tracy McGrady, I
people
think
don't-
it could have benefited
His
him the
injuries
most.
just fucked him up, but I feel like people don't benefit Steve Nash like that, especially with those MVP years, because it was like 15 and like 12, 18 and like 12. But at the end of the day, if he's not on the Suns, they're completely trash.
See-
Like he was literally Tom Brady over there just running shit. But they just kept running into Dirk, a young ass prime Dirk.
Huh.
And then when you're running into Tim Duncan with Manu and Tony, fucking Robert Ory was there. Bruce Bowen was there.
They tried to
Michael
kill
Finley was
Steve
there
Nash
at
in
the
this
time. Bro,
series,
it's like
bruh.
you couldn't
Yeah.
do shit. I feel like if he would have, Mark
Yo,
Cuban even said it. He regrets. That's his biggest regret, not keeping a Steve with Dirk. That's why
Yo, they probably
that's
would
why
have had at least 3 rings.
when Luca and KP, Luca about to get 250, 300 mil, some crazy number like that, and he's gonna keep KP like. Because I know he regrets that. He came out and said that. It's like, bro, if I would have kept Steve and Dirk together, it would have been something special.
That's wild. Like for me, like based on like the debate you were saying, like who would you give a ring? Like if I were playing favorites, I would say Steve Nash. If I would want to see actually like a potential dynasty of sorts begin, it would be T Mac when he went to Houston.
Oh yeah.
Because like they were.
Tracy McGrady literally could have gone down as one of the.
We'll never forget what was it? They dropped like I want
13 points
13
in
points
33
like-
seconds.
in 33 seconds.
Tracy McGrady would have gone down as like maybe like top 10, top 15 of all time if he was good his whole career, like healthy wise. Like, but his knees were just like, nah, bro.
Yeah.
I'm
My
good.
whole thing is he did that against the Spurs, who had arguably the best coach, Greg Popovich.
Popovich,
He's
yeah.
respected by any and everybody. You
Said,
mention
nah,
his
fuck it.
name, that's you know who we
It's
talking
nothing
about,
but respect.
and he did it on Bruce Bowen,
But everybody
who
respects
can
Pop.
play defense. So I'm just like, bro, you really watched this man go for 13 points and they couldn't stop him, literally.
In 33 seconds. Like, in all honesty, I don't even think, like, even if I had nobody guarding me and you just count me down for 33 seconds, if I was, like, 6 feet away from the hoop, I would even be able to get 13 points.
My whole thing is he gets fouled by Tim Duncan, hits a 4-point play, and I'm just like, they're still down. Like, he had to hit literally 4 threes, and I'm just like, bro, he don't get respect for that. Like, this is at the end of a playoff
I feel like
game.
nobody else has done that since.
Hasn't come
And not even a
close.
team has. Like, that's just one man. We're talking about not even a team has probably done that. Maybe the Warriors have, I feel like. Maybe.
It was a weird game right after Kobe passed, and it was that Sacramento game where they were down by like 17 with 2.5 minutes left, and they took it to overtime somehow.
Yeah, but that's 17, right? They caught back up by 17 points. Tracy McGrady scored 13 points by
much did
himself in
Reggie do?
33 seconds.
Oh, Reggie did 8 points in 9 seconds against the Knicks.
Maybe he had a chance if he had 33 seconds. Maybe.
Most definitely.
Yeah,
Bro,
more than likely just because he had a deadly 3.
Bro, the shit he's like, nah, I'm not gonna shoot this jumper. Let me go back, turn around, and turn around again. Just pop it. It's gonna go in.
And the crazy thing was, like, the cool thing with like people like Reggie Miller and Ray Allen is like they both, anytime they shot the ball, was the same release every single time. It was like just so smooth.
Bro, and they could literally shoot. Like, they're gonna. Doesn't matter if someone's literally right here. They're going to shoot because at the end of the day, it's like, you gotta respect my space. If not, it's gonna be a foul. That's
Not
like
only
they
that-
weren't scared of like landing on their bad on their ankle or anything because they knew it was like. But that's what they did. They knew that shit. More so, Reggie, he did like a little more, but like.
Reggie
Them
was
motherfuckers is
smart. Reggie
shooters.
was smart aside from being a good shooter. He was honestly like a smart player.
Hey, get in your mind.
Yeah.
Bro, the shit talk, bro, that comes into play, dog. If you could shit talk good and you could back it up, bro, people gonna be like, damn, bro, I can't even I can't talk shit back.
Pretty
'cause
much the first person to shut up Spike Lee.
Pretty
like-
much.
That's a
Man, he
big fact.
tried. He
Big
did some
fact.
crazy shit.
Yeah.
Honestly, I feel like the whole situation overall, just getting back to what the topic was, we got NBA players paying for the staff of the arenas. Like, Kevin Love came out, said 100 racks. Zion
Man,
came out,
that's
said, I
easy.
got y'all. Blake
And I
Griffin
don't-
came out, 100 racks. So I'm just like,
And people are tripping like about the Zion thing with his rookie contract, but it's like he's endorsed by Jordan. He was the number 1 pick. His contract is like 9.5.
I'm sure he has
mil.
other sponsorships.
And bruh, he got the money. Like, Zion is
Bruh,
good.
he touched a $100 million contract
He is good.
from Jordan Brand.
Yep.
I know he didn't
It
get
just-
it all.
It
but
shows
bruh,
what type of person he is because he's being 19. Like, he gonna be the face of the NBA. Like, he got that just image that, bruh, like Shannon Sharp said, I know a lot of Larrys. I know a lot of Irvins. I only know one LeBron, but I only know one Zion. I don't know
No
anybody
cap.
else know Zion. I
no
don't know anybody else
cap.
named LeBron. But Zion gonna be special. Giannis too. I don't know anybody named Giannis. You tell me someone you know someone
Well,
besides Giannis.
You gotta
on
say it like
football.
this, bro, right? According to Freddie Gibbs, real G's move in silence like Giannis.
Shit.
Giannis.
Shit.
Right? You
I
gotta
didn't even think
of it like
about that one.
So
Damn.
you guys have seen that like all the NBA players have been streaming too now. Like they're going like onto Twitch on the Mixer, like
Bruh.
streaming, playing Call of Duty,
Big
2K,
video
all that
games,
stuff.
bruh.
Bro, the fact that Devin Booker found out everything while literally playing Call of Duty.
What, big Call of Duty.
Well, he was
just-
playing Call of Duty. He's like, what the fuck?
streaming,
But I
and
think
he
it's
had
like
someone come and tell him.
I think it was his manager or some shit said, yeah, I forgot what he said. Said something about getting tested. And he's like, Tom Hanks has it. And then Devin Booker's like, Gobert has it.
He
He chuckled. I was like, oh, yeah, he's green.
He's like, it's gonna make the division easier.
Same thing to talk about though. No one has given him any love. Like no one.
Oh
has
no,
said,
yo, that's
no
one thing
one
I feel
has-
bad about. Like I hate that shit. Like he's probably gonna be looked at as like almost like the
Matt
first
Barnes
person.
said he shouldn't get fined, but someone needs to slap his goofy ass. That's what he said.
Honestly, though, like I hate like going on social media though and like seeing people are like, oh, he's from France, like that's why he has this. Like, what the fuck? He's been in the U.S. the whole time playing for the Utah Jazz. Like, you want to talk about as America as it gets? It's probably Utah. Like beautiful mountains, like people like wearing plaid and jeans and the plaid's tucked in and
I
all
don't
that
think
shit.
of black people being in Utah besides Utah's football team. No
Yeah.
cap.
Well, the Jazz too.
If you're not playing sports, you're not a black
Utah
person
gotta
in
be
Utah.
fire because
Maybe
Carl.
You think Karl Malone was the first one in Utah?
That or some black kids on the Utah college
Brian
team.
Russell was there too, I think.
Yeah, that's
Shit.
wild.
Ain't nobody listen. I've never heard a black person say, "Yo, I'm taking a trip to Utah this week." Come on now, big dog.
say, I'm going to Cleveland for vacation.
Yo, we got someone chiming in. They asked, who do you think the MVP is? The MVP is the coronavirus. They ended the whole fucking season.
Coronavirus got
Shit.
its first MVP, averaging, bruh.
Yeah.
Dog. Nah, but realistically,
Like 240
I've been
players
saying
per
it.
season.
I've been saying it. I said it's not how you start, it's how you finish. But as of right now, it's Giannis. If the season ended today, it is Giannis. The only thing that would have played in a factor, and at the end of the day, no matter how much people don't want to hear it, narrative comes into effect somewhat. But Derrick Rose, when he won the MVP, it's because of what he did, being that young. He only averaged like 25, 6, and 3. Took the Bulls to the number 1 seed as well over the big 3 in Miami. There's a narrative comes into play. If LeBron the Bucks have lost 3 straight, if I'm not mistaken. Giannis isn't on pace to have the number 1 PER in history. He's gonna be like 5th or 6th. The Lakers are 1 game back of the overall 1 seed. If the season were to come back and LeBron gets that number 1 overall 1 seed, it's not me. I don't have a vote. I would vote for Giannis. But the media, bruh, they write.
They would definitely, yeah, push
LeBron
for
is their
LeBron.
golden child. They're going to vote for LeBron. All these voters, they're going to vote for LeBron. You see the media. You saw what happened after he beat Giannis and he beat Kawhi. You saw how the media was going. The MVP's LeBron, this and that. He might go, but I think it's Giannis. Trouble? Birthday boy?
Shit. I don't want to say it, but it's a fact. LeBron the MVP, bro. 26, 10, and 8. Whatever craziness he doing, bro. Like, he's averaging a career high in assists.
I think it's 25, 10.7 or some shit, and like
Look,
7.
I'll probably say this, right? I'm gonna be the tiebreaker. I would say LeBron is the MVP, in all honesty, just because of the fact that weren't the Bucks number 1 last year, right?
Yeah.
So like it's like you say narrative does come into play, right? But it's like all at the same time. It's like, all right, you did it again, but you know, like, where's the real improvement? Like, you're the most valuable player to your team. Like, yes, Giannis is obviously the most valuable player on the Bucks, but LeBron literally brought the
100%.
Lakers like into where they need to be.
LeBron is the most valuable player in the league, 100%. You see it when he left Miami. What happened? They stayed afloat, but they weren't that fire until now. You saw what happened in Cleveland both times, worst record in the league. But I just feel like,
But you're talking about this season. Like,
yeah,
I feel you. I feel you.
100%. Yeah.
I feel you because you even saying like Giannis has like one of the, if anything, he's going to get the top 5, you know,
It
PER.
comes in kind of like streaks. Curry won 2, and I feel like Giannis can win 2. But at the same time, what I've heard like numerous times, even when I was smaller, like it gets too boring and repetitive if you keep going. LeBron James could have, he's MVP for the past like 10, 12 years. Michael Jordan should have every single MVP for every single season he played. It's boring. That's why Barkley got one. Different people got one in the 90s. Different people. Derrick Rose got one. Different shit like that.
Well, there's a select few people I would say that won the MVP trophy over LeBron over his years. Derrick Rose was definitely one of them.
Yeah, and also, bro, like I said, the narrative, bro. Look what he did at the age, the youngest MVP at that time. Like, come on,
the
man.
Bulls were trash before he popped.
Steph
off.
Curry, when he won unanimous MVP, bro. Steph Curry was a fucking monster. The shit he was doing, like he came alive. He let the people know who Steph Curry was.
That was also the year,
They
like in that
played-
OKC game where he went. He
Yeah,
popped
exactly that. But Steph Curry came alive and put the world on notice against the Knicks in the Garden when him and Melo had a battle. If I'm not mistaken, it was either the year we lost to the Pacers or the year after. But Steph Curry, I don't know if he put 40 or he
54.
put 50. Yes, but he had a battle with Melo. I think the Knicks still won, but Steph Curry was like, bro, I'm
10
here.
threes.
I'm here. Like Steph, bro, he's no joke. People be disrespecting him.
This was the
It's
early
always
years.
the Harden stands that be disrespecting him. Like why can't you just appreciate people?
Yeah, we could all get along, folks.
At the end of the day, that's
Yeah.
all that matters.
Unless y'all got
That's
coronavirus.
saltiness right there.
Honestly, if you got a coronavirus, our whole friendship's over. I don't.
That's
know you
why
as
we
a
stream
human
for y'all.
anymore. You feel me?
Give you
We're
the
streaming
elbow
for
dab.
y'all.
Elbow dab.
Oh yeah, if y'all really shaking hands with people still, like you living life wrong.
Elbow.
There's no other way to
Yo.
talk about it, bruh.
Poop.
Yeah, but see,
Transitioning.
Blanco just dapped me up though.
Oh yeah, he's
Huh.
trying to kill you. That's all. That's attempted murder.
He
Chill.
is. Y'all are witness.
Chill.
That's all.
If y'all
But-
watching this,
Chill.
Looking at the NCAA and how they handled everything.
All I look at it is all the parlay bets
Yeah.
that are lost.
nah, fuck that. I'm sad that we can't fucking record Sunday now for that shit.
Bro, I thought about that the other day. I
All
was
the
like,
parlay
yo,
bets
that
Oh my
took
Because they
out a whole
canceled the whole thing,
episode.
right?
canceled.
They said they want to release a bracket still, and I'm just like, what is the
What?
point of doing that?
Well, I mean, the thing is this, right? So, like, you're hearing about places like Disney World and, like, Universal only closing down for a week. So, it's like, all right, well, how long is it going to take for us to clear this up? Like, I feel like a lot of this shit could get cleared up by the end of the month.
I would hope so, but based on the
Yeah,
shit
you
that
can,
I've
but what is it
heard-
going to be like? April Madness, like, bro, it doesn't have.
It don't matter. Just get the tournament going again. You're not far off. It's not like it's October now.
It's
the
the whole
biggest-
slogan, like all that shit. Like
the
it's,
biggest
it's how
thing
it
then
is.
comes into play is you have college players that are gonna be like, yo,
It fucks
I'm
up the whole mojo.
I'm ready to go to the NBA.
By
Like,
the end of the month, most of these NBA
Give
prospects
them the option
are,
that if they want to just move on over, then that's that. If they
yeah,
want to
but
play in the
somebody,
tournament, they
but
got
some
the
of these,
option.
at the end of the day, these prospects, like, some of them know they're gonna be lottery picks, but most of them, it's like, bro, this is their time to fucking shine and like even move up from like the fucking 10th pick to like the fucking 4th pick because they just go on a fucking run.
I get
But
you.
if you start in April, bro, that's when you start like, bro, the season's over, completely over. You starting to train, you get in that mindset, bro. It's time for the draft.
Bro, the perfect
Time
example
to practice. Time
is
to go
looking
in.
back on last year's tournament. I remember sitting down watching multiple Duke games and thinking, yo, whenever they lose, they're on a plane, all three of the big three, Cam Reddish, RJ Barrett,
So
Zion.
who'd they lose to?
They lost to not UCF, but Michigan State.
Mm.
And whenever they did lose, they were going to get on a different plane from the rest of those kids, and they were going to go train for the NBA.
Mm.
Like, there
Yeah.
was they weren't going to do college. It was Zion saying he thought about his sophomore year. Bro, that's cap. this is life changing money, bro. There's no thinking about this. At the end of the day, you knew what you had.
Saw what happened with the
capability to
damn
do.
shoe, bro. Nah, bro, I'm going to the NBA.
You
I'm
dropped
I mean,
securing my
I
future.
feel that, but I'm just saying there are, how you even said there are some players that want to raise their draft stock. That's all, and it's fair to them. If they want to play it, then let them play it. If obviously it gets to a certain time, don't do it. But I'm saying, like, if this clears up by the end of the month, who's to say they still can't have the tournament? It takes what, 3 weeks to complete the whole tournament?
Yeah, I
Something like-
think
yeah.
the
Or
problem,
they could just push it up because they be having fucking games back to back. Like, bro, they just
the
they go
problem that
push
then
that
comes
shit.
into play is looking at the facilities that you were gonna use. Were those NBA arenas? When is the
Mhm.
NBA gonna?
Well,
get
yeah,
their
that's
shit back
another
going
thing is
up?
figuring
And
that
they
out.
can't push, like they were talking. Cuban was talking about like pushing the NBA might go like till August. That just fucks up everything. You're gonna have to send like fucking
No, at that
20,
point,
you're gonna send
at
like
that point, new
22, 23
season.
year olds to the Olympics. It's just gonna, bro, you're gonna fuck up the whole NBA. What are you gonna give players
Oh,
like?
shit, and the Olympics were supposed
You're gonna
to be
give
this year,
players like
too.
what, a season, like a month for off season? Like, nah, that's gonna fuck up the whole mojo. If the NBA doesn't come back and then after these 30 days are up, then bro,
Wasn't
might
the
be
Olympics
fried.
supposed to be in Tokyo or some shit,
Oh fuck.
or in
Nah,
Japan
I
or
think
in
it's
China?
Qatar or some shit. Or was that?
I don't
That's
think
the
it was
World
Qatar.
Cup.
That's the World Cup.
Ah,
yeah.
fuck.
But
Like
if
look it
I'm
up right
not
now.
mistaken, the off season where we had the lockout that started up around Christmas time. That,
Yeah, the seasons I think started on Christmas. Didn't they start
If
with
I'm-
the Christmas Day game?
Tokyo.
if I'm not
In
mistaken.
Tokyo. Oh, they definitely not going to the Olympics this
So
year.
I'm just like,
That
if
is
it was able
definitely
to
not
work,
happening.
if we were able to start a season in December, understand that the CBA was, preventing people from playing and everything, they had to get a deal done. But if they were able to do it then, and you still had a regular season, it started in December, went till June, normal stuff, I don't see why now you shouldn't be able to do the same thing. Because at the end of the day, everyone wants the best product on the court. No one wants to sit down and watch the Olympics and see college players. At the end of the day, we've gotten used to seeing our superstars go over there and shit all over these other countries. So it's just like you would see a step back in so many things that I don't think that you want to do that, honestly, especially as the NBA, the way they handled it. A lot of these people, at the end of the day, it's about the bottom line. We all know that. It's about the money. And if they're not making it and they're losing it, it's a problem. And they're going to find a solution. And my personal one, like I said, bro, just push it back. Because at this point, you're cheating those teams who were fighting for seeding and who still have seeding spots. The Pelicans are only 3.5
That's what I'm
games
like,
back.
They could catch it back up.
They're 3 games, bro. The Kings and the Pelicans were supposed to play. They had the same record. They were 3.5 games back that night. You got OKC and the Jazz fighting. I think if OKC won, they would have gone to the 4th seed. If they lost, they go to the 6th seed. There's a bunch of different scenarios that it's like, bro, those playoff races. The Nets are, I think, a game in the loss column up on the Magic for the 7th seed in the East. The Heat are fighting for the Celtics for the 3rd seed. The Celtics are trying to catch the Raptors for the 2nd seed. The Lakers and the Bucks are trying to get the number 1 overall seed.
Yeah,
Like they
March
can't just go
Madness
straight
ain't
to
just
the
for
playoffs.
NCAA. It's for the
Shit.
NBA as well.
But everything's just
That's a
fucking-
fact.
Everything going crazy.
And we have nothing but facts for the people.
I just feel like looking at how the NCAA handled it versus how the NBA handled it, it made the NCAA look like shit. Like everyone already thought,
Right.
they care
The
about money.
NCAA suspended everything after everything else got suspended. So
Exactly.
you're working with kids. You're not even paying them. You should be the first one to, okay, all these conference tournaments are suspended. Nah, they waited for, okay, the NBA, MLS, La Liga, Series A, all that shit.
Bro,
And then they're like, okay, Big East is suspended, ACC tournament suspended, all that. It's like, bro, they're just shitty, dog.
they literally let that Big East game go on till
Yeah.
halftime.
Hold on. We got a report from Bleacher Report.
Oh no, not
Tampa-
breaking news.
Tampa official says he will probably pull the plug on WrestleMania 36 if WWE doesn't act due to coronavirus concerns.
You said, Vince, I don't have time
Tampa
for you.
what?
All I will say this is,
official? Oh,
fuck you, official from Tampa, you sack of shit.
He's like, bro, I
Pull
care
the
more
plug
about
on your
these
ass
people.
plug.
The
you
crazy
bitch.
thing is, you don't want to cancel WrestleMania because those fans are gonna go to Tampa and find you,
I will find him.
bro.
I
These
am
wrestling fans,
fan.
they gonna dress up as Hulk Hogan and the Undertaker, and they gonna lay us the smackdown on your ass.
I am a fan.
I am fan.
He is fan.
I am
I am fan too.
Oh, I know quite a few fans, and they'll be ready and willing to go find this man. They'll be
I
the
don't,
easiest way.
I don't pay attention to wrestling like that anymore.
Once
but
again,
come
I am
WrestleMania,
fan.
I'll be watching that. WrestleMania is the best shit in the world.
I'm not hiding from this FBI. You hear me? I am fan.
But overall, just looking at how everything, like literally, bruh, just
Even baseball, they suspended spring training and they're delaying the regular season by like 2 weeks, I believe.
bruh, the crazy thing
PGA Tour.
The NFL didn't suspend. They started their new year, correct?
The NFL, like certain teams are they're not letting officials and like players and
Probably,
like all
doing,
these
like,
scouts.
practice
Yeah, they're
stuff.
not letting anyone fly. I know colleges. If it's not colleges, it's NFL player. I think the NFL teams that are canceling like pro days, or I think the colleges are canceling their pro days and not letting any NFL
Oh, yeah, 'cause
officials
the
go
draft
in.
is
all
next
that.
month.
Yeah.
So it's
That
at the
shit's
end
crazy.
of April.
One thing non-coronavirus, Justin Herbert standing by like the 20-yard line, flat-footed, threw it like 60 yards.
Oh yeah, I saw 62
Monster.
yards,
Monster.
and it's just like, damn, you do shit like that. I've seen
That's-
it before.
That's
Monster.
Patrick Mahomes shit.
Monster.
That was the thing that got Patrick Mahomes really noticed, was the fact that he was a gunslinger.
We had a quarterback for the Ravens named Kyle Bowler. He went to his combine. He went to the combine and pro day. Took a knee at the 50-yard line.
Didn't Vince Young do that too? Or what was his name? Jamarcus Russell.
Oh, Jamarcus Russell threw 50 from his.
He had a
ass,
cannon.
from
He
his
was
knee.
just
from
awful.
his knee, and then he threw 80 standing up.
Everything else he was just terrible at.
He was just like, nigga, I'm going to throw it. But Kyle Bowler, from the 50 on his knee, through the goalpost. We ended up taking him in the first round. Biggest bust in Raven history. I've seen
This was what,
before.
before Flacco?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you thought you had some shit.
Nigga, we was like, yo, he just threw the ball like, what? Hold on. We got receivers?
He knew what he was doing. He was
We
like,
got Tom
yes,
Heap?
yes, draft me. Get a
Bruh.
little quick check and go.
The fact that everything, literally, we have the MLS being suspended, bro. I was no cap hype because I'm like, we have a Miami team now. Like, the fact that we had our first home game, I think, like, next week, I want to say. I was thinking
No, I
about
think
going
we already
to it.
had like a practice home game, if I'm not mistaken.
But I know we've, like, the season started for us, and I know we played a couple away games. So I'm just like,
Okay, maybe it was an away game. I might
I
have been
was
wrong.
hyped because I'm like, bro, they're going to be at Lockhart Stadium. Any and everybody can go to that shit. We have a soccer team, bro. Like a major league soccer team.
Not anymore.
Coronavirus.
Honestly,
Bang, bang.
looking at how it got to the school level, that's why I found it kind of
Bro,
crazy.
Wait, no. One of the craziest stats to me is that the coronavirus caused like what was it, like a $13 million like loss, or like $113 million loss for like the actual Corona beer. Like people stopped.
Yeah, they
buying-
stopped.
I didn't.
Bro, forget that. Who knew that Soulja Boy had a soap business?
He's booming.
Like
Back in
he
2019,
knew-
he invested,
he
and
knew
now
this
he's
shit was coming.
Soap. He copied my whole fucking flow, word for word, bar for bar.
Yo, some other
Yo.
rapper's gonna like make soap. He's gonna be like, I told
And
you.
you know the best. No, the best Soldier Boy one. He's telling an interview about he stopped the armed robbery. He was like, "Yeah, I heard some bang, bang, bang. I saw who. I took off his mask. I saw who it was. Bang, bang, bang. Saw his
Yo,
body.
that's illegal
Closed
as
the
fuck.
door, Bruh,
Bruh.
He described him protecting himself from robbers. But basically, he didn't say anything. He was just like bang, bang.
But you know,
Bruh,
if you
shit was
like
fucking
consciously
hilarious.
like have already shot somebody and you remove their mask and then you go to shoot them again, that's actually like premeditated murder. That's not defense. Like
Bruh, Soulja
defense is
Boy.
a reaction.
Soulja
Like
Boy
that's
do what he want.
premeditated murder. Well,
And
from what he described,
the
but that's
fact
not
that
what
he
the police
said
report
he was
shows.
he was like, I saw who it was, and then I saw his body, and then I closed the door, and just went back. That's how he said it, just like this, nonchalant. You know,
Bruh.
he was probably on perk 30.
I think the things that stand out about that interview, first of all, his chain is the biggest chain I've ever seen in my
Way it
life.
moves,
It was
it's
just clacking, just clicking and clacking. I'm like, bro, that shit can't be real. First of all, second of all,
It's real.
bro, DJ Vlad interviews, I feel like are interrogations at this point. I've watched them for a little
Nah,
more
he
than
be
a
DJ
fine.
year.
Vlad, DJ Vlad, I feel like is the opposite of Chris Hansen. Chris Hansen hunts predators. No, he's the predator that goes and hunts rappers. Like that's what DJ Vlad is saying. I don't fuck with DJ Vlad. Like honestly, he has the creepiest ways. I was like, oh yeah, like. Oh, what happened next, Soldier Boy? Like you shot him? Like it's like
Bruh,
what
wants
the
you
fuck?
to incriminate yourself so badly on his interview, and it's like, oh, nah,
right?
I don't work with the police.
It's like then you sold that crack. Like you had a transaction for it. You have proof. You
Is
take
it a
a
handshake?
The rappers just be telling them everything.
Right?
They're like, it's like they're hypnotized or some shit.
No, that's what I'm saying. He's probably just like you're getting
got someone
sleepy. You know, like
behind
the old school cartoons, like you're getting sleepy. You're gonna listen to DJ Vlad now.
You're gonna tell me all of the bad things you've ever done.
Come on, Soldier Boy, what happened? Just tell people it's a murder, bro. They want to know.
But honestly, this leads into the last thing, which I feel like is very important, non-sport topic. Is clout a drug?
Obvious fucking Lee.
Because
Clout,
that's all I think it is,
clout
bro.
is worse than cocaine, crack, heroin, weed,
Yeah.
Xanax, perk,
It-
oxy, all of that.
Yeah.
Clout People be dying for clout. All types of clout. Small clout, big clout, large clout, bro. They be going crazy. You don't retweet their shit, they gonna delete it and tweet it at another time.
Bro,
They gonna steal tweets. They gonna do everything for some clout.
Forget that. I was with my homeboy, Drew Sways, who happened to be
shout out Juice Ways.
on here last week, last episode. I was with him last night when he posted a tweet that, got quite a few retweets and likes. It was a picture of some hand sanitizer bagged up on a scale. Bro, I woke up this morning, I kid you not, I saw 3 different Twitter profiles with the same tweet, damn near same caption, and I'm just like, bro, why? What's the point of stealing
But the worst
tweets?
ones are though, right? Because like for that, like it's a photo. Okay, so like it's like, all right, like, and I'm not trying you, Drew, right? Don't take this no way. But maybe Drew wasn't even the first one with the photo, right?
Oh,
maybe
nah,
he
wasn't.
right.
He
So
told
like
me that.
the ones I hate is when you could see someone like copy and pasted word for word like the exact tweet, and like
And their shit just boom.
and the worst ones are when it's like, my little sister has brain cancer and like all this stuff, and they copy and paste it. It's the same photo of the same kid, and they're just like retweet for good luck and donate to my GoFundMe, and like they're doing some real fucked up shit.
GoFundMe don't have nothing to do with that damn
Bruh,
kid.
I don't trust GoFundMe. Anybody
Nah.
that I feel like, bro, you just
It says GoFundMe. It says me, and it doesn't say we. It doesn't say her. It
You're
doesn't
trying
say
to
he. It says me.
give
GoFundMe.
money for no reason. There's those people obviously that they really need it and it's legit, but it's just like, bro, that shit just shady to me.
Bruh.
You could just make up anything, get a picture.
Bro,
Bam,
the little one here.
midget.
I don't know if you guys heard about this story. My girl was watching this thing on Netflix. I forgot what it's called, right? But it was like essentially this story about this mom who like all her daughter's life was telling her like, you can't do this because you're sick like in this way, like you're allergic to this, or
I
like
know what
you
you're
can't
talking
you can't eat
about.
that, but you need to eat this. It was called like Mommy Dearest or some shit
I
like
know
that.
what you're
Yeah.
talking about.
Yo, and the girl like started researching like, what her mom was saying, and then she was like, well, and like she went on her own. She's like, let me try this. Tried like whatever it was her mom said she couldn't have, and like she was just fine. Like nothing happened to her. And then she found out like, all right, my mom's been lying this whole time. Like her mom was getting shit from like Make-A-Wish and all this stuff. Like my daughter's dying, like shaving her head bald, telling her she couldn't walk. Like you had to be in a wheelchair type shit. Like yeah, like
That's wild.
and she'd be like, but mom, I could walk. Like why? Are you She's like, no, like when you leave the house, like you got to be in the wheelchair.
Oh, I know
like,
what you're talking about. And I
that-
think she gets like a boyfriend or something during the shit.
some shit. I didn't watch all of it. Like
It's deep.
Yeah, it gets
It's
crazy.
deep.
That's some real clout chasing shit, right? Also with clout chasing, like look at dudes like Boonk, look at fucking 6ix9ine, look at
Boonk
even the
damn near
dude that
died.
said fuck the preem. Like that's not even
Fuck
gonna
the
fly.
queen.
Yeah,
Okay.
like yo, he got shot for saying that shit. And all he was saying was fuck
Oh, for real?
Supreme.
That's why you stopped doing it?
He got shot.
Damn.
Bro, Boonk damn near died. Clout
Yo,
chasing.
Boonk is a whole nother person now. He is not. He is. Well, you want to talk about a reborn person?
Yo, but I can't lie. His shit was funny, even if it was fake or if it was real. When he would just be getting tatted and he's done, and he just run out the shop. He'd be like, "How much is it?" Like 300. He'd be like, "All right." And he just run. The guy
He would
chasing
always
him.
do
That
some
shit's
crazy
funny.
shit.
But yeah, nah, shit really, bro. People really be like, social media. Like I always say, it's the best thing and the worst thing that's ever happened. Like I know we're in the social media age, but people really be taking this shit so serious that like, but they be risking their damn lives for some retweets and clouts.
Shit crazy, bro.
I said retweets and clouts, retweets and likes. But clouts, they want the clout tokens. All the clout tokens.
Bro, it's the fact that
Like
literally
they're trying to like put an image on for like social media, and it's like, and then you see them in person, they're like, "Bro, what?"
if you scroll down Twitter for an entire day, you'll see the same tweet twice.
1/3 of your tweets will be clout chasing shit.
Oh no, bruh.
Guaranteed. No matter who you find.
It doesn't even matter because, bruh, I've seen some shit where it's just like, yo, I know the person who tweeted this, and you're not like that at all. So why are you portraying this on Twitter?
I could put a couple cloud chasers on blast from this week, but I'm gonna just keep my fucking mouth shut.
You know who you are. You know who you are.
Damn.
But
we can end it at that.
as always, we feel like we've covered all of our topics.
MBF_Clo on Twitter and
Presented-
Instagram.
Presented nothing
MBF_
but facts for you.
Trill on Twitter and Instagram. MBF_ podcast on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. Nothing but facts all together on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Anchor.
Everywhere.
Bang,
Hey, man.
bang.
YouTube.
Bang, bang.
Let me get them birthday wishes. Y'all see the hat, folks?
Bang, bang.
Everybody
Yeah,
gotta
it's
hit
Trill's
my Twitter.
birthday. Y'all send him some
Happy
birthday love.
Everybody got to hit my Twitter, hit
Happy
anything. Just let me know happy birthday.
birthday.
Straight like that.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday from all of us to you. Happy birthday from the Outback crew. Hey.
What the fuck?
That's how they do it.
Wow.